a question and answer workshop to help seniors become aware of dangerous situations and how to respond to them. With St. Patrick's Day just around the corner, you might want to mark March 17th on your calendar. That's when the VFW Post 2052 Ladies Auxiliary will be cooking up their St. Patty's Day corned beef and cabbage dinner at the VFW Hall on McVicker. The time will be 4 to 8 p.m., and it will be served up in a smoke-free family environment. Proceeds from the dinner benefit the Romeo High School Scholarship Fund. And don't forget St. Baldricks on March 13th. Here is Mike Fiskus with an update.
We are now in the final week before the Romeo St Baldricks event this Saturday. The response has been tremendous. As of this morning, we've already raised more than $36,000. Last year we had $30,000 the night before the event and took in another $38,000 on the day of the event. So we're well over last year's numbers. We already have 120 people committed to shave and looking for more volunteers to get signed up this week. Whether you plan to shave or just be a volunteer, we ask that you get signed up online this week. This makes it much easier to be organized on Saturday morning. More than 1,000 prizes for kids have already been donated to be given to children this Saturday. Raffle prizes are up as well. Once again, a piston suite for 20 people was donated for the raffle. This year, Heidelberg Chevrolet has offered a nice raffle package that includes 48 hours with a new 2010 Camaro SS. There's a kid's bike, piles of golf packages, and other great prizes to raffle off on Saturday. I want to personally invite everyone out to enjoy the day. We have a bigger and better lineup of activities for the whole family, so plan to spend the day in the wonderful village of Romeo. One of our more interesting activities we've added this year will be a fitness boot camp that starts Saturday morning. This will be hosted by one of our first heroes to go under the Clippers this year, Katie Hoxie, who is here with more details.
Hi, Mike. Michael went all out with his hair, so I figured I'd throw in a fitness boot camp. What we're going to do is hour-long boot camp session starting at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's going to be at Amanda Moore Elementary School, and I'm going to be your boot camp instructor. We're going to go through a couple of circuits. It's going to be very high energy, but fit for all fitness levels, so hope to see you there.
And Katie gave up a lot of hair this week. And a reminder, this Wednesday we'll be having a pre-fundraiser at Buffalo Wild Wings. The big day starts Saturday with the boot camp in the morning, then breakfast at Younger's at 9 a.m., and then the children's events start at 12 and a parade at 3 p.m. Please visit romeosb.com for more details. Remember, you don't need to shave your head to be a hero for a child going through cancer treatment.
It was back to the 60s last week at Starkweather's Art Studio. They kicked off a month-long art exhibit of Beatle art, and many area artists had their Beatle works on display. A musician was there to give the feeling of a 1960s coffee house. Also at the event was Leni Sinclair, who was married to the 1960s political activist John Sinclair. She was there with her photographs from that era. She had a unique life, including escaping from East Germany.
Okay, I started taking pictures around the middle of the 60s when I became part of the Detroit Artists Workshop. And I got married to John Sinclair, who was working for Downbeat, as Downbeat correspondent in Detroit. And so that's how I started taking pictures of jazz musicians, hanging out with him. Then later on in the 60s, my husband started managing the band MC5, and I became the in-house photographer for them and photographed many of the rock bands in the 60s and early 70s. My husband went to jail in 1969 for possession of 2 marijuana cigarettes. And there was a national movement to free him because the sentence was deemed very harsh. When John Lennon found out that this happened to John Sinclair, he wrote a song called It Ain't Fair, John Sinclair, in the stir for breathing air.
It ain't fair, John Sinclair, in the stir for breathing air. Won't you care for John Sinclair, in the stir for breathing air?
Then when he found out that we had planned a rally in Ann Arbor, a John Sinclair Freedom Rally, John Lennon and Yoko Ono agreed to come and headline the concert. Like a miracle, 3 days later, my husband got released from prison, which, you know, was a very great victory. And John Lennon's mind, it just energized him to want to do more for the people and become the working class hero.
And now, here's Paul with Bulldog Sports.
Thanks, Jeannie. The girls' varsity basketball team played at home last week against Oxford and the MHSAA district, and the Lady Dogs beat the Wildcats 59-41, ending Oxford's season. Ashley Flynn had a great game with 26 points. Here's her shot at the end of the third quarter.
Go for three, and it's off the front of the rim, and here's Ashley
can't
Flynn with
control it. Takes a shot at the buzzer.
Oh! Got it to fall.
That win sent the Bulldogs on the road to take on Stony Creek. The Lady Dogs lost a heartbreaker 47-45, ending their season with a bitter loss. Coach Connie Herndon told Channel 6 that she has a good core coming back and looks forward to winning the districts next year. On the boys' side, the varsity basketball team lost their last home game with a disappointing loss to Madison. The Bulldogs were up by 9 going into the fourth quarter, but couldn't hold on to the lead and lost 56-52. Over on the wrestling mats, 4 Romeo grapplers were trying to win a state championship. Adam Bennett, Tyrone Womble, Kyle Whitkin, Jeremy Ward, and Zach Schaefer competed in the Division I at the Palace. The Four Corner Football Club is having their annual fundraiser March 27th at Younger's Tavern in the Village. The Spirit of 76 will provide the music, and the money collected will go towards Romeo High School football players getting scholarships to college. The cost is $10 per person. Check out their website at www.romeobulldogfootball.com for more details.
Hey Paul, Richard here. I just wanted to jump in real quick and tell you that we just received some footage from the MHSAA State Individual Bowling Tournament held in Battle Creek. 3 Romeo bowlers were among the Elite 70 bowlers to make it to the States. Alicia Harbin was a freshman, Kayla Coster was a junior, and Shannon Kelly was also a junior. And it was a great accomplishment for these 3 bowlers to make it to the States, being only underclassmen. And we also want to thank Ray and Sally Harbin for getting the video of the tournament for us. Good luck next year, girls.
Well, as you can probably tell by looking outside, spring and golf is just around the corner. To help get you into the swing of things, Channel 6 paid a visit to last weekend's Michigan Golf Spectacular held at the Rock Financial Center in Novi. On hand were local golf club owners such as Rob Vargo of Vargo Golf Company, who owns Bruce Hills Golf Course and the Myth Golf Course, as well as Director of Golf at Greystone Golf Club, David Gravlow, and PGA professional at Glacier Golf Club, Steve Smith, who all gave updates on their courses for the upcoming golf season.
The Myth has all been redone this year. I purchased that in 2007. The tees are all natural grass, bent grass. We are looking good there.
We do expect to be open before Good Friday. We are accepting tee times for Good Friday, which I believe is the 2nd of April.
We're looking forward to an exciting 2010 season. All indications show that the golf course has come through the winter in great shape, so we're ready to roll.
Well, that's it for sports, Jeannie.
Well, thanks, Paul. And on a very sad note, the Bulldog Nation lost one of its finest young men to cancer recently, Stan Babinski Jr. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the entire Babinski family.
You know, I didn't know Stan personally, but I know that he'll truly be missed.
He surely will. So for the entire Channel 6 WBRW TV news team, we want to thank you for tuning in.